So I'm Steffen Conn and I'm part of the ISPIM team bringing the ISPIM Innovation Conference to Bergen in Norway in June next year. I'm here today with Arve Lindgren, who's the Director of Conventions at Bergen Convention Bureau. I mean, I've been to Oslo. Many people have been to Oslo. But what about Bergen? I've never been to Bergen.
Yeah, many people say that, but I think many people have been around in the region, actually, because Bergen is the gateway to the fjords of Norway. So people, they've been to the fjords, but maybe they hadn't reckoned, seeing Bergen at the time because they came with a cruise ship and went into the fjord or something like that. But I would say that Bergen is the second city of Norway, and it has a really, really good destination appeal because of the gateway to the fjords, but also the city is over 1,000 years old, so there's a lot of history in the city and also surrounded by mountains, so it's so easy, just 15 minutes and then you're outside in the wilderness.
Right. Oh, right, okay. So do people come in the summer or the winter, or what do they do?
Today, they're coming both in the winter and the summer, but most of the tourist season are, of course, from May to September. So, but the seasons are, continuously getting better. But I would say, they're coming all year around, but especially in the summer. Right.
So they're flying in for the cruises or hang around for a couple of days.
Yeah.
And where are they coming from?
They're coming mostly actually from America. It's our biggest market. So of course America, the first one, and then we have Germany, you have UK, you have Benelux. Yeah. So it's coming from all over Europe.
Okay.
So and the city the last 10 years has really built up a really nice route network. So our international airport has many nice routes from all over Europe.
Okay, cool.
So it start picking up again after the pandemic.
Yeah, right. So when I think about Norway, and I would guess Bergen's no exception. I think about cold waters. I think about some rain sometimes, snow in winter. I think about salmon maybe, and I think about clean hills, mountains, and hiking.
Yeah.
Is there much? Are there many green sports to be done in and around the city?
Absolutely. Most of the activities you do is nature-based. So either you take a hike or you're walking around the city. You can actually, rent and do kayaking. You can also take cruise on the fjord. So it's all about, using the nature for all the activities in the city. And also, as you said, you started with the weather, and the weather is a part of our nature, Living on the west coast of Norway, you get the Atlantic Ocean straight in your face. So
you've got to learn to dress properly.
Yeah.
If you dress properly, it's no problem.
Yeah, that's true. And then one of our saying in Norway is that it isn't bad weather, it's bad clothes.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So the city itself, it's a big city, small city. Do people walk around? Do they bike around? What's it like?
It's a very compact city. So when you're going on a conference, there is a compact game. So everything is within walking distance. And it's even smaller than Tallinn here.
Really?
Because people live outside in the suburbs. So inside the city, going from one point to another point, maximum 20 minutes. And then everything is in reach for either the hotels or the activities you're going to do or the venues.
Yeah, nice.
So it's quite compact.
And I imagine in terms of food, we're talking about fresh produce, lots of seafood.
Of course, yeah.
The stereotype, right?
Yeah.
It's really true?
Yeah, it is. It's the region of seafood of Norway, and especially the salmon, but also scallops, crabs, and a lot of, the seafood scene is fantastic.
And that's all locally produced, grown, farmed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just straight out in the ocean and then onto your plate. So it's it's a very, but also of course the nature around has also a lot of options when it comes to meat, but also vegetables that are locally produced. So, and also when it comes to drinks, Norway is of course, we have our beer, and we don't make wine yet, but we make very good cider. So we have. In just one of the fjords from Bergen, you can taste cider, which won the World Cider Awards 5 times in a row. So.
Really? In that climate.
So that is one thing you need to taste when you are in the region.
Yeah. Does the salmon farming or perhaps shipping, the maritime industries, do they account for much of the business tourism that maybe comes in?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So it's the green energy, the oil and gas, of course, and all around that. But it's of course the fish and the fish farming. So 3 of the world's largest companies in fish farming, salmon, are based in Bergen. So it's a huge area of production, and it's of course one of Norway's biggest exports.
Of course.
Out of Norway.
Is there much innovation in salmon farming?
There are actually. We have several companies. We have one Norwegian Center of Expertise for Seafood Innovation, where they always work on how can we do this process more sustainable all the time, and then it needs innovation, So they need to see how new ways of doing it, and the innovation scene in Bergen is quite unique actually. There's a lot of things that we can explore during the days for next year's conference. As you told me, the green energy transition companies, of course, but also the seafood innovation, the ocean innovation. So most of the biggest industries in Bergen are maritime, marine, of course, seafood. So it's all about ocean. And our university are also responsible for the UN goal number 14, which are the life below water. And you will see also on the innovation scene, there's a lot of companies working around that UN goal.
Okay, right. Yeah. Is the economy structured in terms of clusters, or how does it work in Bergen?
Right. So it's mostly clusters. So you have a finance tech cluster, then you have of course, the seafood, the maritime. You also have a cluster called maritime clean tech, which are using, for example, they pick up all plastic from the ocean in large scale, and then they make furnitures out of it.
Right.
So furnitures for parks and kindergartens and so on. So
it'd be cool if we can go and visit some of those places.
Of course we can. Yeah. They are very eager to show it to especially foreign people.
I've seen. I believe it was outside Bergen. I've seen a picture. This crazy James Bond type. Well, I don't even know how to describe it. What's that all about?
That is actually a restaurant and a showroom for salmon farming.
Okay.
So it's just in Hardangerfjord, which you take the boat from the city. It takes 2 hours.
Yeah.
Then you can go out there, and they actually got a Michelin star just 2 weeks ago. So it's a really, really nice restaurant, but also our showcase center for the salmon farming. But also near Bergen, you have different showrooms, different show centers where you can go and see how they farm the salmon.
Well, we'll go and visit them, right?
Yeah, of course.
Sounds like it's fantastic to go and learn these different things. It sounds like really the city itself and the innovation scene is very specific to Bergen. Its environment is very different to other cities.
But also that is very ocean related, Yeah. So, and of course, we have also media tech. So in media, there are a lot of companies that do a lot of innovative products, especially within the virtual world. So it's one of the companies are making all the 3D graphics for BBC, CNN, the Weather Channel in America, and it's all in a 3D environment. So it's very. They also have a showroom that we can go and have a look. So there's many different innovation environmental and also environment and also companies that we can network with.
Oh, fantastic! I mean, ISPIM, we're probably going to bring 500 people from 50 different countries. I'm wondering what we can bring to Bergen. What's Bergen got to learn from the world? It seems like things are going pretty well.
It's going well, but we always need more knowledge. We also are proud of our products, so it's always nice to showcase what we have been doing here in my area to the international audience. And I think if the legacy from the conference could be that a new project would start, or someone find a good tone and start working together on a longer basis, that would be fantastic.
I mean, this can be in business, in policy, in academia.
So that would be very cool.
Yeah, I just have one One thought about Bergen is that maybe you guys don't shout loud enough about yourselves. I mean, we know Norwegians are understated, but this is a new extreme, I think.
Absolutely, yeah. We should bribe more. We bribe a lot at home, but we need to bribe out of our own borders. So it will be fantastic when we can get your audience into Bergen to see the innovation scene and maybe get some new contacts and maybe a new project are starting.
That's what we're all about, this two-way exchange.
And I would say also a good tip when you are visiting Bergen, stay another day or two and enjoy going into the fjords. The infrastructure of doing that is so easy. You can do day trips or 2-3 hours.
So you just book tours in advance and off you go?
Yeah.
Families as well?
Families, and there's a very good capacity and infrastructure, so there's like you're just shopping something on the shelf. It's really easy.
Nicely done.
Yeah, but it will be available through your website, some suggestions. But of course, we as a destination company will also help delegates if they need more tailor-made trips and tours. Yeah.
People are sometimes a bit worried about Norway, and they say, "Oh, Norway, it must be extremely expensive." What's the real story?
Well, the real story is it is expensive, but actually now the corona is very weak, so you actually get a lot of things for your money now. So I would say that buying a dinner now would cost you maybe like £20, and it's a really good dinner, good quality. And then, for example, a good pint of beer would cost you maybe between £7 to £8.
Okay,
so it's
10 euros for a pint of beer.
Yeah,
that's a little more than normal. But if it's good beer, why not? Or cider, maybe.
Yeah, and cider also. Fantastic product. And also, of course, we have wine from all over the world. Yeah. But yes, I would say that in total, hotel prices are quite reasonably priced. And you pay what you get, so there's no hidden costs and so on.
Yeah.
And what you maybe also will experience in Bergen and in Norway is we don't have star rating hotels on the hotels. So it's so when you book a hotel, you never see a star rating.
They're all 5-star.
They're more 4 plus.
Yeah.
But I have an expression where I say you get a 4-star hotel with a 5-star view.
Yeah, for sure. The fjords.
So it's going to be, I think people are going to really love it there, and especially the compact game where everything is within walking distance. It's so good for the conference.
And in June, we'll be coming in June just before midsummer, right?
Yeah.
So will the sun go down?
Well, it goes down, but you have like the blue 2 hours between. It's like here in Tallinn, actually. Yeah. So people are going to enjoy it, and the weather in June is really nice. But you never know. We are
of course, you're
on the coast of Norway.
Exactly. Very good.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Arve.
Yeah.